Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about an auto to manual swap. In this case, we're working on a 99 EX coupe. It's I picked this up a couple months ago for 600 bucks. There's a whole issue with the title situation. It got to the point where I didn't want the fucking car anymore, but I just had a buddy of mine fast track me a new title for it, so everything's legit. I'm the owner, everything's in my name, so thank God. But let me close this door. This goddamn bird keeps squawking. Anyway, so what's needed, depending on the year and make of your vehicle, obviously you're gonna have to do your research and figure out what parts are interchangeable. Well, this is a Civic, so 90% of the parts are interchangeable as far as 96 to 2000, right? So being that this is a 99, I have a 96 to 98 4-door EK LX transmission. So it's a manual, so it's basically like an EX, right? And I swapped that in. Everything I did, all the work I did was off camera. I didn't have a GoPro back then when I first started this YouTube channel, so I'll kind of explain more later on in the video. But you're going to need a transmission. You're going to need a rear T-bracket. You're going to need a clutch master and a slave and a braided line. Manual engine harness and ECU to control it. In my case, I have a chipped P28, which I'm running chrome. And then there's a couple other things. You can reuse your stock automatic D-series axles. And I believe the TPS sensor, you have to go from a 3-wire to 2-wire. I can't remember exactly how I did it, but just look it on Google or MN Hondas or Honda Tech. There's plenty of guys out there that'll help you out. So after that, there's a couple things inside the car that you're going to have to do. There is where your old shifter is, your automatic shifter, you're going to have to rip that out. There's a bracket that's spot welded to the shifter tunnel. I'll kind of show you here the vicinity of where it's located. But it's going to be right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. You see where this piece of metal is right here? It's going to be under here. It's spot welded. I believe there is a total of 5 spot welds. You just drill them out with a Christmas bit on just a regular drill. Pop it off. You're going to pop it off from the bottom. It's going to come out. And then once you got that off, I just went and threw some etching primer on it and then just welded a plate to it and then just welded it up. Because your shifter is going to come about right here, and then your 2 bolts where it bolts up to. Your pedal assembly, very simple. When I did this, I pulled the whole entire dash out, and I want to say it was 8 bolts, 8 12mm bolt or nuts that you just take off. The whole assembly comes off, put the new assembly on, replace the bolts, and that's it, really. ECU is just tucked right there. You can leave it there or you can put it in the glove box. It doesn't matter. Just don't kick it. Otherwise you'll be getting another ECU. Your reverse lights. Basically I just cut everything off the donor vehicle that I had. Just so I can run some wire. Your reverse lights are going to be ran to the reverse sensor on the manual trans. And then a couple of these wires. Don't quote me, I'm not entirely sure. Again, you're gonna have to look it up on your own. A couple of them you're gonna have to put together, and those are gonna be for your neutral safety switch on the clutch side right here. Just twist them together, heat shrink them, solder them. Doing that though, you won't be using your stock clutch switch, right? So that's all it does. It just basically makes it so you have to press your clutch in order to start the vehicle, right? So I'm removing all that bullshit. I don't need it. I know how to drive a car. So other than that, that's really it. If you haven't done this kind of stuff before, I'd say it'd probably take you 3-4 days. If you know what you're doing and you've done this before, it'd probably take you a day. Like I said, Been fucking around with Civics since 2007, so I kind of know my way around one. There will be a lot of other stuff planned for this Civic. I have a fully built B20V in the back. I'll be tossing in here sometime over the winter, but like I said, I got a lot of more important projects to do, especially around the house. That's why it took me so long to get this video out, so bear with me, guys. I'm one person. But that's basically it. Clutch kit, flywheel bolts, flywheel, manual trans, shift linkage, rear T-bracket, manual engine harness, ECU, slave and master, and clutch line. You can reuse your stock D-series axles, and most cases your stock engine mounts. Just, you know, if you're in there, what's $100 to upgrade them?